In just over a decade, the Boys to Leaders Foundation has empowered hundreds of young men in New Jersey through mentorship, education, and leadership development. Now, the organization is preparing to celebrate its impact at the annual fundraiser and scholarship reception. It's happening Wednesday, July 16th at the Highlawn in West Orange. Beautiful venue with a great view of Manhattan. Joining us is Dr. Enmanuel Mercedes, board member of Boys to Leaders, to share more about the event, the incredible honorees, and how the foundation is shaping a stronger future for youth across the Garden State. Good morning to you. Good to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You bet. Well, tell us first off what the Boys to Leaders Foundation is all about for those who've never heard of it.
So, Boys to Leaders Foundation began with a dream of fulfilling a need. It was founded by Sara Peña and her son, who recognized that there was a need for Latino leaders and Latino and Black male role models for young men, uh, principally in Newark, New Jersey, but then recognizing that this was a vision that needed to be, expanded throughout the state and ultimately, beyond that. And the focus is empowering and motivating and inspiring these young men. And of course, as we've grown, we've now been able to impact a lot more than our initial vision. And we began with just a small conference focused on about 50 students at that time. And now we've expanded to actually impacting over 2,000 attendees over the course of our 10 years.
That's enormous, and what an impact. 2,000 attendees. Tell us about this year's theme regarding breaking barriers and building bridges and creating change.
Well, we're recognizing that work has to be done by us. We have to be able to take an intentional approach to be able to tackle the needs of our young men. And there is a need. Young men are looking for identity. Young men are looking to find their place in society, and oftentimes, the perspective or the approach that is taken, it has a negative connotation. So we understood that we want to break that stereotypes. We want to move towards and helping young men recognize their value in society, recognize their potential to be able to be, impactful community members, and together working together to be able to create the leadership necessary to make our society a better place.
That's phenomenal. And some of these young men are going to be awarded scholarships called Leaders and Achievers scholarships. How do you choose the winners from among these incredible people? How do you determine who's the one deserving of this?
Well, we have a committee that looks over our application process, and they focus obviously on some levels of academic attainment, but we also look at what is their community involvement. We want young men to already start recognizing their need to give back to the community as they're moving forward in their own personal journey. And obviously, there's a lot of education that we provide around this, the importance of doing this. As a matter of fact, one of our components, which is focused on Leadership Academy, addresses the need to be servant leaders. And so, by giving them the right information, by giving them the right knowledge, and also mentoring and providing role modeling, we are able to encourage them to be able to actually give back. And then these individuals are recognized for their efforts. And this year we have 9 different donors that have taken on to provide these scholarships, and we're very happy to be giving out this money for the students. Every single dollar makes a difference in their lives.
That's amazing. And you're also honoring 3 community leaders. Tell us about the community leaders you're honoring.
Well, we look at the community leaders as people who have made a significant impact in our organization, but also in the community. And we want to be able to look at these individuals and say, thank you for the work you're doing, and also to our young men to look at them as the role models that we would like them to aspire to be. So, for example, one of our recipients this year is the interim president of the New Jersey City University, Mr. Andres Acebo, who has been the first and probably youngest, or if I'm not mistaken, president of a university of Latino background and heritage, right? And so we want our young men to look at Mr. Acebo and recognize that they could also potentially achieve these goals as well.
That's phenomenal. That and what definitely worthy of being honored. As a board member and role model yourself, how have you seen this program change lives, both for the students and for the community? Because as you said, it's been around a few years now, but you've impacted so many people. So tell us about how you've seen this dramatically change lives.
There are two parts to this. For the community members, one of the things that attracted me to doing this work is I often find myself wanting to give back and wanting to have an avenue to do so, and specifically do this for boys because I'm a father of three young boys myself, and this was something that I kind of envisioned. How do I show them the work that I want to do, and how do I role model for them the work that I want to do, but also provide this, give other people the opportunities that were given to me. And so the organization serves as an avenue and a venue for community members who want to give back. And so it really has changed and impacted significantly a lot of people who otherwise would have no idea how to actually do this. They work through our organization and they're able to contribute either through foundational scholarships, or they're able to provide mentorship opportunities, or internship or externship opportunities depending on the circumstances. And for the students themselves, it's really impressive the amount of deep conversation and the change that they are able to recognize in themselves. For example, in one of our components, we would have a group of students who will get together with a mentor and talk about some of the challenges that they may have and face throughout their lives, let's say related to mental health. And in these conversations, they were able to recognize that some of the challenges that they were going through were things that other people have also gone through, and that they can actually survive whatever they may be facing, that they were not having to be defined by their obstacles or their barriers. And these individuals literally leave with a sense of hope and desire to then move forward with their lives.
Amazing. And for anyone who'd like to support this, how can they get involved or attend the July 16th event? Do you have a website with more information for folks?
Yeah. You can certainly find us at voice to leaders foundation.org. You can Google us and you'll find the information there. We'll have our links there for both the fundraiser that will be happening on July 16th. And we also have our annual conference event that we'll be taking this year, also placing at NJCU on October 25th. You are able to contribute. Both. We're looking always for people who want to become hands-on involved in these programs. But also if you want to contribute financially, we're also looking always for sponsors and people who would like to support the scholarship initiatives.
Phenomenal. The Boys to Leaders annual fundraiser and scholarship reception takes place Wednesday, July 16th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the beautiful Highlawn, the Highlawn in West Orange. Boys to Leaders board member, Dr. Enmanuel Mercedes. Puedo hablar español también. Thank you so
Gracias.
much for joining us. Sí, muchísimas gracias a usted. Thank you for being here this morning. Come back anytime. What you do is so important to the community, and we appreciate you sharing it with us. Thank you again. All the best.
Thank you.